Okay, so I'm on day 2 of fried mushrooms. I'm on day 2 of fried mushrooms. They were buy one, get one free, the mushrooms were. And I'd already picked up 2 avocados and 4 tomatoes.
How old are you?
12.
Are you excited to be here?
I forgot to mention the basil.
What are you gonna say?
Tomato, avocado, basil.
Really?
Yes.
I added the salt brine from my leftover olives. And today I put in a little bit of red wine
Most of my
vinegar
friends don't really know I sing.
and some soy sauce.
You believe that you can win?
I prefer soy sauce to salt. I prefer red wine vinegar as vinegars. I don't think either of those are Sebi approved. He says use lime and maple syrup. I'm trying to get back there. Well, it's also interesting that black walnuts. Black walnuts, they grow in these fruits that are about the size of lime. They smell like lime. They're citrusy. They look like lime. And they have black walnuts in the center. And then Irish folk were called limeys, supposedly because they put lime in the whiskey for indentured servants, Irish in British ships. But what about the black walnut? Curious question. I'm just trying to get back to it. But you mix this up and you got something that's cheese-worthy. If you're loving on that cheese and you're loving on that meat, you got something cheese-worthy right here. You do what I said yesterday, which I'm doing right now with that sourdough batter mushroom coconut oil. Put this chutney on it, and you got some cheese. You got some cheese, you got some keys, you got some CHEESE, you got some CHIS, you got some QUIS, you got some QUES, and some questions, and you got some questions answered. I'm not a cook, I'm not a health person, I'm not a doctor, I'm not this or that. I live a pretty despicable life, really. There are other people with despicable lives who want to know how to tame this and tame this while raising this.
Not knowing your name is so right and so wrong, because I think the world is going to know your name. I think right now,
in the cosmological sphere, there are many lines to infinity. Essentially infinite lines to infinity. And the narratives we have, let me describe a few of them. You could have 1,000 narratives and it wouldn't really scratch the surface. Those 1,000 narratives could be cords cut along a very small and you could have a sphere with 1,000 cords cut that only reaches an eighth of the radius, an eighth of a length toward the radius of the sphere around a small surface area, leaving the entire 7/8 of the radius toward the center and 15/16 toward the other side, and 80%, 90% of the surface area completely unexplored.
Can I get your autograph?
So
Do you think he's got a star now?
I recognize my filth and my
Yeah, I really do.
I recognize my idiocy and my idiosyncrasies, but
Thank you, YouTube.
I have to share what I have to share. Because we all matter. That means I matter too. And that means I have something to offer. And that means if you've never offered anything, so do you. So, you got some weird, you have a weird quirk in your mind that you've never seen anywhere before and that you've never expressed. There's something in your mind that you know, that you figured out, that you've never expressed, that no one knows, or maybe one or two people know, but there's like not enough of it out there. Do it. Express it. It might be ugly. It might be like this, you know, drunkenly or very sloppy, stupid. But if you have it up here and in here, and you don't see it out there, or you don't see it out there enough, do it. Because if it reaches 1, 2, 3 people, everybody's looking for 1,000 views, 1,000,000 views, and that's awesome. That's great, you know. And if you get that, cool. But if you get one view, you know, how wonderful is it to have one friend? If you have one friend, man, how much do you love that friend, man? One friend is the world. One connection is the world. So, do it! Okay, I used a little ketchup and mustard too. They're less golden and a little more overdone tonight. Some because I was talking as I was doing it, but you know. But I assure you, if you're someone who loves meat and you're making the moral choice versus the health choice, and I have no problem with the health choice, if you're making the moral, the spiritual, the quantum entanglement choice, this is a technique, this is a strategy, this is a technology to help you, to help me transcend some of the stranglehold, to satisfy the monster that strangleholds. Without feeding that monster. It's kind of like Equal or NutraSweet. If you're in a marathon and you keep eating sugar, you can keep going. But if you keep eating Equal and Sweet and Low without anything else, you're going to stop. So I'm not saying this is healthy or good, but it's less worse, it's more moral. That's it.